Hello, I'm Friday. Hello, everyone. My name is Friday. Comma. Sorry, I'm just getting my captioning working. The lines that I put in bold, I will remove from the final transcript. I'm still thinking of how to share my transcript. So anyway, welcome to the open sourcing of Stark OS. This transcription is really bad. Let's see if anybody's is listening to us. Oh wow. Okay, well anyway, I guess not. Okay, so actually edit stream. Is this... what's going on? Whatever, who cares? Anyway. Alright. So, this is really hard because I can't dictate, which is annoying. It's not good enough with all this API, remote API to voice. My own voice isn't good enough for the translation to figure out what I'm saying. So I just might share the links or something for now, till I figure that out. For now, I'm just gonna keep them open and kind of show you what I'm using. So, I guess I just found this this IBM Node.js Express Helm chart for installing Node. Or if you want, there's it's called Node Shift, I guess. There's a tutorial by them that kind of goes into how to set up Node.js, like the simple setup, but it also shows you the health points, the health application health endpoints, how to set those up, and that's why I followed those kinds of tutorials. I think one of the things you want to look at is Cloud Native Express JS, and that's what the Node Shift tutorial uses. Which is cool because I can deploy either on Docker or Kubernetes. Anyway, so with that kind of short setup, then I went, the next important thing is the settings, which are, if I put in the config folder, what is this? Okay, so this type definitions for TypeScript are set up by a library called just a sec. So I should say drones. So I set up this node config for TypeScript, which essentially needed me to run a post install script, and this is how you do that. And the post install this is the required configuration compilation step, and then it just builds it compiles the JavaScript, the TypeScript to JavaScript, and copies over the certificates and the public files to the distribution folder. So I have all that set up. Meaning that I can just go into the environment variables, like I set these on Windows. So if I go look at my environment variables, then I see these defined in my user, so that they get loaded into my environment every time. And I have a script called the secrets setup script that does that for me for now. And when I build the Kubernetes chart, I will port those over in different ways. So when I get to the database, I already have a good example of how to work with secrets and how to pass in these parameters. What else do we have? I have an ability to run, so npm start. So if I go npm start debug dev, no, I messed up. npm run debug dev. So then I've already set up my browser to breakpoint on my code, which I'm wondering why it's not doing right now. So that's weird. Let's see. Index. Where's index? I guess I coded two different parts to my server. One of them is the core. So core, I have two servers that are gonna run here. There's gonna be core, and there's gonna be an edge server. So you can see, like, the modes, I guess, are the most confusing parameter. And basically it's this is basically like a true false kind of thing, which corresponds to core and to activating like the different servers, the core and the edge server. So this is like Raspberry, and this is like Kubernetes pod, like Node.js Kubernetes pod. So okay, don't do that. Okay. So that was really weird. Because I wanted to debug. So I just want to do like that. And then I want to do, is it? Oh, I see. So I need like an npm install or something. Okay, so if I debug it now, the hope is that somehow it stops. I'm having trouble with that. For some reason, it doesn't work in this shell. I don't know why. Let's try this shell. This is really weird, actually. This was just working like a week or two ago. Oh, and I think I see the problem too. Let's see. Nope. We gotta make sure. Basically, it's not listening to my. I don't even know why it's generating an app.js. That shouldn't be there. Why is that command even running? If there's no app. What? That explains a few things. Okay, so that's not working. But hopefully this will. Node. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. Nope. Okay, so the problem is when I started building this, I started out with an executable file, and now it's not doing what I need it to do anymore. Let's see. I honestly don't know what that means. Oh yeah, and it's supposed to work with it too. So I guess I could debug it. Hold on. Okay. So here. I'm just gonna do this. So I'm just gonna go npm install. And then I'm gonna go npm run debug dev. Oh, actually. I need to put this here. So I can I don't even have to compile that anymore. So hopefully it breaks. Hopes and prayers. I don't know why. No, I think it's just broken. Like for... I don't even... There's nothing here. Oh, see? Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so... It should work, but it does not. Who knows? So yeah, the other thing I could do is I could do my hopes and prayers on the Oh wow. Okay. Well, that works. I guess it must have overridden something that that I was not expecting that to work at all. Oh wait. Hold on. Anyway. Nice. This is amazing. What kind of trickery is this? Okay, so I can't debug it in the browser, but I can debug it in my code, VS Code. So that's cool. Let's see. Is anybody here? Nice. I lost. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, I lost a viewer, which is always cool. Alright. If you don't have time, don't even waste it coming. Alright. So where were we? I guess this is how you set up the app. This is my my Express app, and then you just initialize the routes on the app itself, which launches these listeners on the routes that it listens on. So it depends on this though. I followed this tutorial from Total, apparently. Basically giving me this common root app so that it sets stuff up, and then where's the roots? And then I'm making roots now. Whoops. Don't care about that. Okay. So I'm making two sets of roots. I'm making one for users and one for nodes. Like, I'll talk about it in a bit after I talk about the database. So I just set up when I instantiate my root, I basically set up the roots. And right now I have new users that can just be created for my system, not for the database. So that's different than a database user. And then the nodes, which will use the same kind of database users that the users use. They just do something else in a Kubernetes kind of way. So anyway, since nobody's listening, I'm just gonna see where my Twitch settings are. Creator dashboard. Oh, cool. I'm just gonna try and edit this. I'm just gonna put this real fast. Yeah. There's some UI bugs, guys. All right. Anyway, so now I'm just gonna go through the database, which is CouchDB, as you can see. And for that, I need my machine up. So here's the thing. I spent like 2 days trying I spent 2 days trying out what's it called? WSL, right? And I admit, at the time it was in preview. Like, I tried this in May or something. And it was in preview. And I was just like, why did you rip out all these subsystems? Because if you just want to use Linux, you use Linux. And if you want to use Windows, you use Windows. And they try to like make it the same, and it just didn't work. Like the documentation wasn't there, so like I didn't know how to get around the problems. So yeah, if you're a beginner at WSL like I was, don't try to use it, because it's more trouble than it's worth. So now I need memory. Sorry about this. Alright, cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay. No, that's not working. Okay. I think I might have screwed something up. Let's try something else. Saw the wrong address. Okay. Okay, so I have already deployed CouchDB on my machine. All I have to do is forward the port to the address, to the external address, and then you basically see okay, so I gotta log in. I've set up my database. Okay, so this is a 3-node distributed database running on Kubernetes. It's already been deployed. And I have an admin user in addition to these two users, so the user I logged in right now basically blocks this user, admin, from ever being able to log in. So it's like I just made this user so that I can have this database for my admin user, which is not the same as this user, which says admin still. And this, I call it root, but like this is just a user I was experimenting with. So what I was doing is, in order to automatically create these databases, there are configurations that must be updated for every node. So you do this, so I could go for 1 and 2, which is all the nodes I have right now. Okay. And let's see. And yeah, I can get like the nodes in my CouchDB like this. And the problem is that I launch, where is it? I launch these requests, right? I put in my username and password, which I can get from my CouchDB Helm chart, and I put this request in. Oh, okay. So most of the parameters are in the query itself, and then in the URL itself, and then this is just the text of what you want that setting to say. And this was all very confusing to figure out, because CouchDB says, oh, you want to set it up through the Helm chart, and then you try and update that live and it doesn't work, and this was the easiest thing. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, passwords. This is just because I implemented some rules already for my server logic to test out some regex that didn't work out anyway. I'm not sure why they ever tried to not like to put like regex answers down without having like a clear set of examples online, because I try that and it always just goes crazy on really simple inputs, like if I put my number or my letters in the wrong position, somehow that's not the right password. Okay. So anyway, we have this chart. It's deployed. I got it on my server. Will it work? No, it's not running. Okay, so sorry, my housemate's really making a lot of noise, so I need some music. But anyway, so I got my roots configured, and I have users, and I have nodes. And right now, I'm talking to the users. So I guess that's my next. Okay. So, what are we doing? Okay, so I realized I realized that I had to have some sort of data store type stuff or object models to deal with my schemas for the database. And CouchDB isn't a SQL database, so I needed an extra libraries such as these ones. Okay, user. Okay, so in fact the hardest part of all this was kind of getting into those databases. So the problem is I can actually access the database, hopefully, through my URL. So what I was going to do, see? So the problem is right now, because of the setting that I have of, check this out, little demo. So if I go to users and I delete my root user, then what I can do is I can just run this. Oh, hold on. So where is it? And I have a debugger here. So this should work. Let's try this again. Yeah. Okay, so I literally just realized that I needed to sign up users through this authentication plugin that is available from CouchDB. Because otherwise, it's too much code. Like I could do it. There's code here. Like you could say new user. No. New user CouchDB. I've already. Oh. There. So you can do it. It's just like now you're just doing it on your own, and I didn't like that. It was a little bit cleaner because I don't have to worry about the ID mostly and the type in the roles. So that's how this is working right now. And I can sign up users, no problem. Okay. So if I just let this go, there's just see the user here. And you'll see the database reappears. So you'll see that if I repeat that fast, there's the database auto deletes, and that's another setting in here somewhere. Yeah, this is the Couch per User plugin settings right here. So, just gonna check my Twitch real quick. Okay. So I'm just making an API request with Postman. It's going through my server. And then a user gets added. Like so. And then a database is created. But the problem is I'm going to have to come back and disable all the public functions because I don't like that. But anyway, that's mostly what I'm doing. And someday I'm going to do a class diagram. But that day is probably not today. Because I don't really have any viewers, so I don't really care. So what does this mean? This means like we have, okay, so like I'm just gonna do a list of classes at least. What do we have? We have nodes, and then we put in pods over those. And then we have services which have like schedules, or like, sorry, requests, so that they can distribute it to the pods. And they serve as response points. So we have node pod services. Oh, and I forgot to say tags. Okay, and then we can open and close those. Any one class. This is the big thing. It's not like Kubernetes where it's only like you assign pods to nodes and um, there's no, like, you have to specify. So benefits, I guess, is Y. So less configuration. We kind of get rid of no more sizes, no more cluster sizes, and scaling. If I open my node up and there's already open services up that are open to scaling, then they can do that. It can be slower, so why not? So I think if you really want to make it, if you want to split hairs, Kubernetes is faster because you just give it a configuration, it checks like if it's valid what you're putting in, and then it does it or not. But here it's like you gotta prepare things in time. So like you open some things, you push some new pods, you open some nodes, you push some new pods, you close some nodes, and so on. So like things gotta wait, they're sequential. You're not gonna be distributed not for millions of nodes, basically. Okay, so let's go back to what they could do. So we want to open and close something, all of those classes. I'm thinking services is like almost implied by pods, like that's the only kind of constraint that I have. Maybe. I guess that also happens here in a low way, in a low, not important kind of. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm only going to look at what really needs to happen and not imply that, I can't assign things to other things with some specific command. I'm just going to generalize those open and close commands. Okay, and I already showed you how the user sign up kind of happens. Now I guess we're working on registering the core node. So I would like to share my edge node and my core node code to some degree. So that's, I guess, the rest of today. I'm going to try and do that. And then I'm going to try and implement sharing of core edge pods, admin edge pods, by default, to the nodes that contact my core server. So that's this is kind of like what I'll do today. See where we're at with that. But first, I'm just gonna put on my favorite video. So here. Okay. I guess I don't need this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We Watch Wall is here to help. It started in 2014. The streets were rank with the putrid stench of political apathy on the extreme left. The rap game is attractive to youth who just want to party and pretend to be part of the middle class with little regard for anyone else but themselves. One wants to blame the artists that profit from all that, but our founder was the bigger man. At that time, our visionary leader started working on a software-based multi-display setup that would turn a crowd into a massive screen for playing YouTube videos. He intends to use that drone tech to enable democracy to fight for freedom. Then, in 2016, the extreme right elected Donald Trump as president of the USA, and the world's largest fight for freedom only got fiercer. We Watch Wall incorporated in 2018 to bring compassion and empowerment to the world through socially responsible technology. And this is mostly not about profit. Our incumbent competitors enjoy a $6.5 billion in market funding and $2 billion in capital. Capitalists are not opening their technological ecosystems in a way that is proportional to their market wallets. For starters, they decide without reason when their employees get laid off. Also, why is every small feature monetized? So you can have your privacy violated? Today, we're announcing our initiative to bring our new Start operating system to every web-enabled device. Your PC, small SoCs like the Raspberry Pi, and even to browsers. Using that distributed system, decentralized internet services such as time-based or synchronized speakers, artificial intelligence, and city-level infrastructure will be solved with cost. The conservative model of $1 per month, charged or advertised for every user, predicts $10 billion net worth at the end of the first decade of operation. The world's economy has already suffered enough from COVID-19. Let's never watch another world power build a wall of hate. Instead, let's focus on honest technological advancement for the betterment of humanity. Okay. So, I hope you got that. Okay, so that video took me like a few days, but mostly did it in one day. Most of the animation did it in one day. I got so excited. I had like 2 sandwiches that day. Basically, I got tired of seeing kids getting taken advantage of. At one point, like before Trump was elected, and then and like the point was to make the crowd do something, like you know, when we're standing together, like we care about a value, like the artists themselves, they were asking for this, like in some way. Like I'm sure they didn't think of drones and like do anything to really push those for people to listen to those messages, other than being violent and drugs and like things like that. Like there were some songs, like some art that you can agree with, mostly about social justice and things like that. And I was like, oh, what are you doing though? Like, there's a huge part of your fans that are just sitting there, ignoring you, having a good time, breaking all kinds of laws. It was it was very hypocritical kind of situation, and I was like, okay, well, at least like fix something, America. Like, like if you're gonna say you fight, at least show that you do it. And they elected Trump, and I was, as a Canadian, I was facepalmed at that. But like things like that always happen in like a dual kind of system, where it's like there's only two parties, and like it doesn't really matter what you say, and who's the head of what, and what your qualifications are, or whether you're mentally fit or anything like that. So, of course, like when I was trying to solve these issues with technology and nobody helped, and then everybody elected Trump, like those messages kind of add up. So then I said, like we're all kind of breaking apart our technology way too much. Like it takes way too long. I was trying to build, what was it, bioreactors. I was trying to build bioreactors, and the guy was like, "Yeah, let's get paid for designing electronics." And I was like, "Bro, just get like a cluster." Just get a cluster of Raspberry Pis. The guy was like, ESP32, the Arduino, because you gotta go low-level code. And we had another guy who was like this high-level enterprise software guy, and he's like, no, guys, you gotta go, like, it doesn't matter what your stack is, basically, is what he said. Anonymous quote. It doesn't matter what your stack is. Just do high level code, and like the language of the web is JavaScript, TypeScript, Node.js. I chose Angular because Angular gives you the system, and then you just code, as opposed to the other, like React, I think, is like all JavaScript, and then you just sprinkle in the HTML. It's like, it's different, like less of a setup, but more on me as a developer, so less tools. And then Vue just wasn't really started. Blazor is a joke. Like even the syntax, I try to work with that, and it's just like at the time, it was just, again, just getting started. It's like, anyway, so that's the stack. And I think that stack kind of, and CouchDB at the same time, it kind of does away with like, I need ports, or I need Kubernetes. I think, oh yeah, right. So these things kind of happen. I kind of want to say there's core nodes. Maybe. There's definitely edge nodes. And browser nodes. So that's kind of the overall goal here, is the browser kind of calls into your Kubernetes, to your Node.js, basically, and it just registers that client as a node, and the Raspberry Pi just runs the Node.js on an edge mode, and Where is it? So there's a different mode here on Edge, and then that calls into the core as well. Probably. So I'm probably going to have core nodes to do as an option. So that you can think about whether you want to give your users the option of running something on your server or not in its own environment. So with all these technologies, plus NPM, plus I have JSOS, OSJS. So, so between all that stack, you have a Windows manager right there, open source, and you have various. I'm not going to go into those right now, but you have various terminals. Like the RISC-V for JavaScript. Which is pretty cool. So you can run that. There's other things like NodeOS, which is another kind of thing that I would hope to work around for NPM kind of stuff, or isolating the node process on the server nodes like core and edge. So between all these technologies, there's no reason to code your own or design your own electronics when you could just have like a prototyping cluster that you can then just push a button and it just writes the electronic files to minify your cluster to, let's say, expanders plus a lower amount of SOCs, right? So that's kind of the idea. So anyway, I guess I'm just gonna focus on getting this to work so I already got my root done, right? On the users. I'm just trying to plan now. Do I make the Angular for the user form? Or do I just... And then do I allow people to remove their user is another point. I guess I need that. Let's see. Maybe I can delete the user somehow. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay, so I need this user object. Okay. Let's see if that works. Just gonna test it. I have to install first though. Oh man. Okay. Where are we? There we go. Let's see. npm start would be a better command. Yep. Oh man. I guess that's not gonna work. Could I do something about that? Probably. Ooh. What's the shortcut, bro? Alright, let's try now. Alright. I guess it's gonna have that name. Let's try that. Nice. Okay. So I guess I'm done with this. Gone. Hopefully. It hits those breakpoints. Yes! Nice. No, no. I think we have an error. Anyway. Yeah. Something happened. The browser was easy to see, but here it's just... It's gonna take some debugging. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Is this gonna run? Like... No. Error state is bad, I guess. Let's try that. Okay. Let's see. What are we at? 404. Something's missing. $404. Who knows? That did not work out. Ooh. Do I know? I have no idea why this user won't delete. Delete user. But this API is not the fixed. My one idea for this problem is that here, let's say it doesn't have this configuration, so it might be that it's not allowing me to remove the user. So this works. But let's say I configure it to authenticate. Will it give me the same problem? Let's see. Oh, okay. So that's what that was. We just had to be authenticated, which makes things even more annoying because now I have to put in a comment that says this could be done without. So like adding is available with unauthenticated. With not, so this is a to-do because I don't want to make DDoS for users and databases, which is fine for now. So, okay. And these are public routes, so I don't really want to. I don't want to do the delete route anyway. But I will put it in here. Let's see. So this one needs to be authorized. And that's basically kind of like that. And then maybe like that. Hmm. Let's see if I can do user serialize here. Okay. So I think I have it set up as I like it. Except for this. So you sign up your user, and you might delete your user. I guess the other feature that I need is I forgot my password or like emails. Let's see. See what I got. Okay. Okay. So you don't have anything in your user other than the basics. Okay. So I already thought about notifications and friends and email. Hmm. So when I add that database, I need to add some user config to it. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So, what do I need to do here? Okay. See. I could just use one database connection for sure. And then once I'm created my user, I do need to create its details. Okay. And all I want to see is what the user sends back. What's the response? It's pretty weird. It's supposed to have done something. Okay. Let's try that again. Is this not building or? It's supposed to build. Text? No. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update those certificates. What? Oh, I never ran the damn request. Okay, this one's good too. Nothing to report. I'm so grateful. Whatever. I don't need it. I'm pretty sure the put is not supposed to return anything anyway. Anyway. Alright, so I guess I haven't finished putting in the user yet. To go through this. So self-sign up of user should be the next. So we're going to sign up the user, which means they get So in order to sign up the user, I need core services to be running. I need core services, and I need to think about. Well, I need to wait for that user so that I can deploy my admin nodes to it, because it's friends, right? So I need something to listen to the admin database. To listen to the admin database to see what the admin pods are that it's sharing. Okay. So I need to self-sign up a user. Then I think about reset password. And then I go admin/friend, and then after friend, because it's the same pipeline, pods that auto deploy to a node. So I guess that's after this. Okay. So I guess the question becomes: do I want to focus on the UI and get my user all set up or not? It's too bad I don't have. It's too bad I don't have viewers that can look at. I could do polls or something. All right. So user config is another one. And I need, let's see. I guess the question becomes, do I want to allow something here or not? Maybe I can go undefined. No, because I had one that said not or null or something. No. Alright. Alright. Could go type of undefined. Who knows? Who knows? Guess I better go in F5. See if it builds. I can't believe that built. We'll see. I guess I'll add the user config to that user database. So I suppose I need to. Oh, and I can't do it here. I can't do it here. Because the database isn't created yet. So, do I have a database? Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a database. This is a database, something else. It's not a database. It's a database, what's it called? Replication. So, okay, so that one connects to the user database, to the user's database. This other one is going to connect to the to the actual database, and then so I guess so I need a database object and then I need a user config. But first I gotta refactor this naming stuff because I don't like bike shedding. It takes a long time, but it's so much less confusing because afterwards. So this is a database replication. Oh, favorite song. I gotta play this a bit. It reminds me of the time I used to have at work. I even have to update comments that Tim by bike shedding. Why are you so long? Okay, great. So I get to rename this. You get the idea. I'm going to turn this off. It's probably annoying. Nice. Okay. So I really need the database file. Guess what? I'm gonna copy and paste. Alright. Clearly not what I want. Nope. Do you need a database? Yeah, I guess I could do that. Okay, so I guess I delete the user, I don't need it. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna do... I forgot something. I could do a regex, but I'm good. I'm gonna forget about it. Alright. See what we need here. I guess what it's always doing is signing in the user, right? So I guess I need that. Alright. So if it's signed in, I don't need it. I guess the rest of those things I need. Is that another bike shitting problem? Oh no, okay. So I don't need to load either. Because I'm in here, right? I have a viewer. Good job, viewer. Alright, let's see. And thank you. Sorry, I'm concentrating on how to simplify this code, which shouldn't be that hard. Let's see. I guess I don't need to load it asynchronously. Just gonna copy this. Oh, because it's loaded from the database. So that's my API, which I haven't created. I should probably create. Okay. I should probably create. So this is like a to-do. Create data store interfaces. Okay. So basically I want to take this and put it in the load and then wait for it somehow. API. Yeah, so PouchDB, so for my one viewer, is the client side of that kind of works with CouchDB. So it's a client-side database that automatically synchronizes with CouchDB, which makes, again, things much faster to work with. Except it's hard to really know the API and all the intricacies. So, let's see. Oh yeah, sign up. So, no, login. So when I do login, I can await that, I suppose. And then but it's, oh, I'm not even using login. I'm not using login, so I guess this is synchronous anyway. So it goes in the constructor of that database. Which means all I really need to do is declare this as a no-op. I'm declaring this as a no-op. This I can keep. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we're not going to have to parse any args because this is not looked at externally anyway. Oh, but I need to leave it there. There's no load. And I'm just going to copy over this stuff. DB host, which is, I guess I don't need those. I just need the username. Oops. Wrong. Wrong URL here. Here we go. Okay. But if you don't have the args here, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go with my my previous API. just implement the API. All right. So I'm just gonna call it DB result. Okay. So where was the BTOHO used? Oh, okay. So BTOHO is some sort of encryption of the username and password. What I need is the hex conversion. They're different. So I know I would think that I would know how to do this off the top of my head, but a lot of times I fail so hard at knowing exactly what's on Stack Overflow. It's really sad. Okay. So what I need here is to sign into that database with my admin user. There's no saving. There's no saving. But I do need something. I need username, right? Username. Username. Okay. So DB target is going to be a string, and I'm going to do here comes the copy and paste. All right. There's gonna be some fun with this string. I can just tell. This .arg username. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it in an evaluation because I'm cool like that, and I remember it. See, I didn't even need to. I looked that up the other week. I'm so good. Oh, look, it's right there. remembered. Probably would have researched it. This would be on the next slide. Alright, so I gotta log into this again. And then I guess the string is user DB. Boom! I can load it now. Alright. So I'm so glad this class is done. I better keep it. Keep it close. And I need this to... I don't need this, right? You guys know, right here in the Twitch chat, you guys know how the roots work now? I can close core. I just said hi. I said hi on chat. Alright. Alright, so now this is gonna have to go in here. This is not done yet. Okay, so that's the host, and I need the username, which is in the user. Okay, so now I can clean it up. Okay. So I guess if this is a to-do now, because I'm not going to want to delete the user somewhere else. Ah, but I have to. That's annoying. Alright, anyway. I'm probably going to have to change this to an actual unidentified sometime. I'm just kind of don't want to debug that object model library right now. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not using that anymore. User. Oh, I guess we'll have to figure out the user config after. Oh, but yeah, I need to fix everything anyway because I'm passing in the database. Let's see. I wonder. Okay, source and destination. Okay. So this is create. So this one's fine. The rest of them I'm gonna need to figure something out. I can't pass it into a parsed argument. So I guess I'll just take them all in this order. Okay. So now I'm gonna have to do this. I already had this before, it's so annoying. Not the user, not the user. I'm just gonna do this like this anyway. I can't believe that works either. I guess that's an initializer. This is just to keep everything the same across all the issues across all the entities that we have to deal with. Okay. So this is just going to be arg dot user config. Right. Okay. So I have DV name and I have the user. Sorry, I don't mean to take a long time. I just should work. And then the same for this. Yeah, I think I caught a bug here. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. So user, this should work. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. So it's definitely part of the core. And in fact, all of these are. And then I have set up my edge. and I have collection objects too that I can run multiple operations on. But that would be too much bike shitting. Cool. So the user saved, and then I make its database. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I'd have to declare those private. So user dot arg dot name. So I'll wait. There. Cool, so is it there? But the refactor worked. Oh, come on. So, where's the stack? Such a letdown. Come on, man. Oh, damn. Okay. I messed up my own thing. I suppose I could copy this over. Some more copy paste. Ooh. Cool. This is so annoying. I put the args last because they can be parsed. That's the usual. Okay. So hopefully now. Okay. Nice. Okay. So that's step 1. I guess I'm getting ready for step 2 now. Which is, let's add the user config. So this one's done. User config. Name, email. The name and the username have to be the same. That's weird. Alright, whatever. Okay. Okay. Seriously? Oh, maybe like this? Has problems? Name. Right there. Okay. User. Did I mess that up? Yeah. I have to make it so confusing. Ooh, I could call that something else. This can be. Oh no. Okay. Just DB. Sure thing. Where did I copy that from? Okay. So that's my user config. And I should save it. Of course, I have to update what my logic is for user config. Excuse me. It's really annoying when I don't have any viewers. I'm not excited about you guys. Okay. Let's try. Oh, cool. So I had no idea how this model checking worked. Oh man. That's not working. Right. So in there between those it said it's not. It's not. User config. Okay. So it complains about this because I was passing in this. Okay. Rename username. So it's going to pass. So it's going to pass because of the default. And actually, I want something different. So I just want data on shared reads and writes. But I also want pods. Pods, nodes, anything else. Let's see. So this user implies databases. And I want to talk about okay, so I want to say also that there's private, friend protected, plus tags. And public. So I want those kinds of protections to these kinds of resources. And then I want this user config to be read by something waiting in the server. Okay. So this is what's the best word here? This is accepting the default. All right. That's it for today. It's we'll have to recap all of this next time, since there's hardly anybody here, but that's fine. I don't mind a slow start. I guess my next to do is extend with the other. Maybe I don't need this. There we go. Hold on. That should be better. Like DB name. Okay. So patch. I guess I need to patch. I guess I need to send a patch to. No, I don't, because it's still something else. It'll be like a different password reset request or something. What? What could you do? What could you do? Let's see. See what somebody else says. Hmm. I get that. I get it. I guess I'll have to use an email of some sort. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do that just to simplify everything. We'll see.